What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video. And today, I think we're just gonna, take it a bit chill, and just, like have a chat, so yeah, we pretty much got to the stage where the third anniversary is pretty much over. Like the banners are still live, but like there's like most of the events right now, like the Frieza, the new Frieza are releasing. Like the new events and such, it's literally the end of third anniversary. There's nothing released now that's been related to the third anniversary now. So it's safe to say that it is over. I literally got a few topics here, like to talk about, like to just show, like which areas I want to talk about in the third anniversary. So first of all, we've got the experience. What was my experience with the third anniversary? Honestly, I've been playing this game for like pretty much over 2 years now. I've been playing since the first anniversary. I think I got to experience the first anniversary anyway, as well as the second one. And this one, the third anniversary, my experience in comparison to the other anniversaries, yeah, this one was definitely lit. Honestly, I could definitely say that it was much more hype than the second and first anniversaries, because back then I sort of didn't really know how the sort of anniversary things would work, and like during the second anniversary is sort of when I got to fully understand it, and back then it was really hype, but like I still didn't know at the time that Finito Blue was really good, and when he released and like who he was, etc. So now with the third anniversary, I sort of know how this game works and know what units are hype and stuff like that. So yeah, this third anniversary was definitely a great experience for me, and like not just in terms of the content, such as Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, Crump Zamasu. It was a really good experience in terms of my luck on the banners, because I managed to pull like pretty much every single featured unit, or like every single new unit on the banner. So for me, it was definitely good. It was definitely a good experience. Very lucky on like the summons. Many people didn't expect it, to be honest. Like even me, like, I did predict that absolutely it'll be a Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I think that's really obvious, but absolutely no one expected them to release another LF. And making that LF Corruptor Zamasu. Most people did predict Corruptor Zamasu. Most people said Spirit Sword Trunks. Most people said it'll be Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku. Maybe most people said what was it? Full Power Jiren. That there's loads of scope for Legends Limiters that they could have done. But yeah, and literally on top of that, the second half of the anniversary was really unexpected. The fact that they will release a third LF, that's way bigger than what they did in the second anniversary. They only released one LF and that was it. They sort of just, like did the rest of content. And I think that's what makes it better than the second anniversary, is that, we got a lot more out of it, So yeah, let's just go through, let's compare it directly to the second anniversary. So events, what content did they actually put out? What was the bare minimum amount of CC that we got during the third anniversary? Because I saw loads of people complain that we didn't get that many crystals during this third anniversary. In second anniversary we got way more. But they're not really backing it up with evidence. So I feel like, you know what? Let's go through every single event that happened in the second anniversary, and let's go through every single event that happened in the third anniversary, and let's just take an average. Obviously, I'm not going to say exact numbers here because it's just way too much of an effort to work out. But let's just work out the average crystals that the average player would get. Like in terms of events, because. Like during the second and third anniversaries, there were many events that most of the player base would have finished, so that means they can't get the crystals. But there are new events where they can, so that's where I'm going to be taking averages here. So here we go. This is pretty much all of the events that came out during the second anniversary. So first of all, we have the campaign, obviously, like the login bonus and stuff like that. We have the Snake Wave, where we could get 500 Z power for literally anyone. We had like the return of the free-to-play Yamcha. He's still not back yet, but this was really good. Like the second anniversary was the first time where they actually started to do the monthly Zenkai. So this was how it all started. This is the first time Trunks got a Zenkai, and then it just all made history from then. Later on, Andrew 16 got a Zenkai, Andrew 18 got a Zenkai. This is where it all started with the Zenkai. So this is the first time that Trunks got a Zenkai. We also had the release of the EX Super Warriors. These guys were very, very underrated on release, honestly. very, very underrated. Like these guys were literally good enough to beat like really meta teams back in the day. Obviously nowadays with power creep and such like these guys are pretty much extinct. Like you can't run them anymore. We've also had the release of just normal units. Like we've had the release of the God Goku and the Death Buff Vegeta. We've had the Kaioken Goku and the Red Pikahan. Honestly, like compared to it's quite hard to compare in terms of new units because third anniversary we've like pretty much had 9 units in total, but second anniversary, like if we include these 4 and then the 5 new units, then yeah, it's pretty much 9 there as well. But I'd say that the units we got in third anniversary were way better, and plus these were not step up banners. These were just normal banners. The second anniversary rising. So yeah, that's very interesting. Adventures, obviously, we got 200 crystals from that, I think, back in the day, and then we also had the release of God Shadow. So these are the main events which I managed to calculate that most of the player base would get new crystals from, not stuff from old events and stuff like that. So we have the stage 50 events. So we have the Almighty Immortal God. This gave us 1,000 crystals. The Rocket bonus surprisingly gave us 1,500 crystals. I'm not sure if anyone remembers that, but yeah, definitely a load of crystals were given out. We had like another stage 50 event. I'll send you all to hell with Omega Shenron. That gave us like another 1k, and also this was the first time they did raid bosses back then. We got 1,000 crystals from then on. So just as a baseline, obviously during second anniversary they gave us a ton more CC, but this is just the baseline. So don't confuse it with like stuff that like from missions, etc. This is just the baseline that any player can just go in and just complete the events and get crystals. That's it. So in total, so you get 1,000, so that's a 2,000 here, 4,500 crystals. That's a lot. Seriously, that's definitely a lot. 4,500 crystals just for baseline. And obviously we got to factor in like the missions gave us a load of crystals. There was like so many more events, like gift box stuff. So like, we definitely got over 10k crystals at the time. But yeah, this was just the baseline. So obviously, this is just second anniversary. Now look at this. This is every single like event and literally like everything that happened during the third anniversary. Look at this. We've had the release of Merge Zamasu and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. We've had the Sparkly Limit Break banner, like they introduced this after the second anniversary, bear that in mind. So this was a good opportunity for people to get, Legends Limiters and stuff like that. We had this special event, like the Hoi Poi coin shop, the Ultimate Fusion Classic against Deity, and obviously there was that one day, there was that daily stage where we could grind Friendship rank. This was a really good event, and like the Hoi Poi shop was absolutely amazing, Like we could get so many like useful rewards, like there's even that one chance drop that we get 100 energy, which is I've literally had that before, so it's really mental. We've had the Legends Road Gohan. We've had the 6 free-to-play Gokus. 6 free-to-play Gokus. So if we add them onto the 9 summonable units that they released, that's 15 units released during the third anniversary. That's yeah. Now, like, see what I mean? It's just way better than the second anniversary. We've even had loads of Zenkai Awakenings during the third anniversary as well. Not just this Blue Gogeta. It was really unexpected that this Blue Gogeta got a Zenkai, but yeah, it is what it is. We had the Rising Battle Broly Zenkai return and also the Rising Battle Buhan. But this is obviously not just it, isn't it? Look, I've literally got another page. 2 pages of third anniversary events. So now you can see that obviously like people that are saying that we didn't get as much crystals from like the third anniversary compared to like the second anniversary. Nah, shut up, get out. Honestly, we got tons more crystals and events from like the events of like third anniversary. Look at all this. Look, 2 pages. Seriously, this is a lot. So yeah, we've had the second Zenkai Awakening, Kid Goku for GT. We've had the Legends Ultimate pickup where Broly and fam, there's just so much. The anniversary surprised you. This was really good because, like since most people, including me, I always skip the Legends All-Star banners and always save for like good step ups. So we most of us don't really get a chance to get the units from step up banners, even if we get shafted from like dailies. So this was a really good way for people to like, just get any Legends All-Star banner that was released prior to third anniversary for free, honestly, literally for free. Like I chose Champa because I don't have him, and he's a really good yellow god key. If you, since I don't have Gogeta Blue, and I also don't have the God Vegeta Zenkai, so yeah, this was a really good way for people to get a really good unit for free. There was even Jiren as well, honestly, Pride Troopers, there was Vados. Yeah, like the release of the new of Gohan, the Bojack Outbound, and also the third Zenkai Awakening. So during the period of second anniversary, they only had one Zenkai, one new Zenkai, the Trunks. But during the third anniversary, we had 3 Zenkais. So Gogeta, Kid Goku, and now we have the Turles, which got Zenkai I think a week ago. So yeah, and there was the Adventure, obviously, like the Legend of Gotenks returned, and then we also had the Ultra Vegeta. So that was also pretty much another new unit. So that's 16 new units, for crying out loud. 16 new possible units that we could have got during the third anniversary. That is insane. That is literally uncalled for. So, like, yeah, for people that are saying that the third anniversary is crap and stuff like that, nah, you're capping so hard because we got so much. It's just the fact that they're like, impatient. Like that's the thing, because these events took a while to come out, because there was a large time frame gap for like events to come out. So I guess that's why they were like complaining, and they got their hopes up and spoke too soon. But like, a statement's a statement. Like, if you're saying that's crap, then honestly, like, people are gonna sort of counter against that. Like, look at all these. Oh my gosh, there's so many events, and this is just second anniversary. This one page was just second anniversary. That was the campaign that they did. Like, there was like probably just a few more, but that was it. Like, it wouldn't even make up for 2 pages, maybe one and a half, if there was any more. But second anniversary, look at this. Seriously, look at this. This is insane. So yeah, like people that are complaining that like the third anniversary is crap, you are so wrong. Seriously, you're insanely wrong. And literally, that's not it. I've also calculated the CC, so like that people don't start shouting against me saying that like you didn't back your evidence up. Look at this. Look at this. We got a baseline of like 4.5k crystals during the second anniversary. Even just the first events alone, the raid bosses, the 5 raid bosses were enough to literally advance beyond what they did in second anniversary. 5k crystals. I don't have to say any more. Seriously, like the 5 raid bosses were literally enough to like pass second anniversary in terms of baseline. So we've had the 5 raid bosses that gave us 5k crystals in total. We had the gift, thanks for 3 years, that they just gave us 1k crystals out of nowhere. We had the stage 25 events. It's technically stage 50, but they were split in 2 events. So that's 500 times 2. That's like another 1k crystals. And then we also have the survey crystals, which I think we're soon to get, or maybe we've like already got them, but I don't know. Yeah, that's like another 500 crystals. So 5k, 6k, 7k, 7.5k. Bear in mind that this is just the baseline. Like, this is like the minimum amount that we would have got. Obviously, in the missions, in like the adventures, in like some other campaign stuff, we would have got more crystals than that. But just as a baseline, this is already more than the second anniversary. So we have 8k and then 9k. Yeah, there we go. So I totally forgot to show this slide, but 9k. Yeah, there we go. That's pretty much 2 rotations on a banner. So. Yeah, and then along with like the missions and stuff, like you're definitely going on, like like you'll definitely got like 10k and above. So yeah, like definitely a ton of crystals were given out during the duration of the anniversary. So now we're gonna just give my opinion on the new units. So by this time I would have done all my showcases, depending on when this video is uploaded. And obviously, in the conclusion of those videos, I did give my opinion. But as an the overall opinion of how they decided to like choose the units, like what sagas or TV show or whatever, I'm glad with this set of units. Honestly, GT, Dragon Ball Super, and Dragon Ball Z. I think, yeah, it was quite unexpected that they would do that, because most people thought that they would choose the units based on a saga or a specific arc in the anime. For example, in the first anniversary, they did the Majin Buu saga and the Frieza Resurrected movie. For the second anniversary, they did GT and No. They did the GT Shadow Dragon Saga, and then they did the Future Saga from Dragon Ball Super by releasing Vegeta Blue, Race Trunks, Omega Shenron. I mean, yeah. But this was very unexpected. Like the fact that they would base the banners on the TV show as a whole, because, you know, think about it, this is technically Future, but why is Kefla here? Because Kefla is not Future, so yeah, it clearly makes it Dragon Ball Super. This, I would say, you know, when Gohan released, I would say that it's technically movies, but, you know, even if it has Dragon Ball Z, BoJack Unbound, or whatever the title is, it's still movie sagas. So, it's still Dragon Ball Z nonetheless. So, it's okay. And then Dragon Ball GT, obviously, like the release of Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I'm glad, honestly. There's nothing wrong with, you know, like them choosing to release these units as a whole. Like, we definitely need more Shadow Dragons, so I'm glad that they released Nova and Aishenron. Honestly, Character Zamasu was definitely definitely a very unexpected one. You know, people really thought that, you know, like, people did think that they would release in, like, the third anniversary, like I said, but it was pretty darn unlikely. But yeah, like, they still did it. The release of a new Vegeta Blue was actually quite unexpected for me, personally, because obviously they've already released one Vegeta Blue. But I feel like they would have released a Spirit Sword Trunks as a normal sparking, maybe. Or that they would have made a Goku Black or Zamasu Joe. I think that's what I was thinking. But them releasing a new Vegeta Blue was definitely unexpected. Like, at least that gives people a chance to run a Vegeta Blue for those that got pissed off back in the day because of the second anniversary. If they don't have the NF Vegeta Blue. But yeah, since at the time we only had one Vegeta Blue, I think it would have made sense to release another one by now anyway, because that NF Vegeta Blue is pretty much a year old. So that's very nice. And also, transforming BoJack, this was very unexpected for me as well, because I did not expect him to transform via the pink awakened card. I thought it would just transform via the main ability, but the fact that they brought the pink card mechanic back is actually really good, because, you know, like the pink card is generally a card that's always represented by self-destruct units like Chaozu or Android 16 or people like that. But this is the first pink card that actually doesn't do self-destruct or anything like that. It just does damage. So I'm really glad that they brought the pink card thing back and sort of didn't leave it out as a, you know, only self-destruct thing, and then they sort of, you know, used it for other purposes. So I'm really glad about that. Out of these 9 units, which one do I really like most? I would say, it's definitely a hard one. It's definitely one of the NFs. Actually, like, we'll do one NF one, and then we'll do one non-NF one. So, I think out of all the NFs that released during the third anniversary, I think I like Zamasu more, to be honest. Like, for me, when you use Zamasu, it just feels like since he has that sense of rage, it just feels like it's satisfied to use him in game. Like, you know, when he's angry, like, it's just like you can, like, sort of, you know, rip out all of your anger during game, and it just feels good to use him. Like, if you know what I mean, like, just, you know, he's shouting in the, you know, like, the ultimate card, his green card, it just, like, it feels so good to use because of his personality as a unit, you know. Like, you know, obviously people would say, you know, Gohan because he's the most broken unit in the game, but I'm not on that, you know, like, who, you know, which unit is broken, and, you know, like, I'm you know, like, I'm not choosing the unit based on, like, the game itself. I'm choosing the unit because, you know, obvious, you know, it's literally a character. So, you know, like, which character do you like the most, you know? And, you know, like, half crop to Zamasu, honestly, his personality is really, really, like, it's very well shown in game. So, like, literally, like, you know, like, if you ever feel like you're pissed off or something, it's like, man, you just want to take out your anger by playing this game, then, like, it literally feels good using the half crop to Zamasu. I literally think that's why I would say that, you know, he's my favourite released LF in the third anniversary. For the non-LFs, I would say it's literally between the Trunks and the purple Vegeta Blue, because, honestly, Trunks hits hard, but Vegeta Blue, I like his kit. So, and also Ice Shadow as well, he's very annoying, so, it's definitely hard. But I think I would pick Trunks because, you know, like, at lower stars, when you use him in like PvP, he's so broken. Like it just feels like it just feels like a mini Android 18 on steroids. You know, like obviously he has weak defenses, and he, you know, like his card draw speed only lasts for a while, but like he just feels like Android 18 with his strike attack. Honestly, it really does. So yeah, like this guy's good, and plus I like Trunks as the Dragon Ball Z Trunks because he's more badass anyway. Like I always love the iconic moment where he transforms in front of Mecha Frieza, and you know, like the flash memories of Frieza just looking at Super Saiyan Goku. That's why I like Trunks as a whole. Yeah, but yeah, like this, like what's it? Like this green movie Trunks. Yeah, he's good. He's good. So yeah. So this half cropped Fusion Zamasu and the Super Saiyan Trunks are my favorite units from the 3rd anniversary banners. So yeah. So now this is the big part of the video: improvements. So now that Legends has, you know, like put this all out there. They've, you know, like made this massive event. It was definitely like a huge success. Now, what can they do to improve the, you know, like the game as a whole? What can they do to, you know, like attract more people to the game and make it more enjoyable for the already existing player base? So, first of all, I would like to start off with PvP. Honestly, it's not just me, but you know, like we've all experienced everything in this screen right now. We've all experienced toxic matchups with Sun Family, like, you know, like it's all very standard. We've all expected lag, you know, like people with laggy connections, it making it unplayable. We've had people, you know, like forfeiting the match and stuff like that. You know, it's just, you know, it's like a very toxic, you know, player base for PvP because of how it is right now. So I feel like the first thing that they should do is fix the matchups. Seriously, like there's, you know, like they've said that they fixed it once, but people are still having that issue where they're in like rank, you know, 49, and then they're facing, you know, sweaty people from like the lower ranks. So it just it's really not a good sort of gap in that space. So I feel like they need to do a way better job at matchmaking, like matchmake people that are actually in the battle rank, or just, you know, like 2 battle ranks below or like 2 battle ranks above, and that would make a really good matchup. Because like if someone from rank 30 faces someone from rank 50, then it's not fair. Honestly, it's really not fair for the people in rank 30 like to be doing that. So it's just, yeah, it's really unfair, the matchups. We can't we can't stop someone from running Sun Family or stopping someone from running hybrids. Like, you know, it's their choice for you know, like what team they want to run, and that's not a problem. But I really feel like they need to sort of match up the player based on what team they use. So maybe they need to bring in like a team analysis system. As they match up, they put like a system where it like goes through what team they're bringing in, and then they find opponents with like a similar team or like a similar power level or something like that. And then that way it's more fairer matchups, because like someone that's running Sun Family could just face someone who's running like a flipping full extreme team, and that would end up not being fair. So they need to bring in like a little like analysis system where they can where like that can like look at what team that player's bringing and match and find like an opponent similar to that, while also looking at the battle rank that they're in. So that's my opinion on like PvP. And also, second thing, they need to sort out the lag, man. Honestly, like the lag is actually disgraceful. Honestly, it's not just me. I know it's loads of other people, like even the top tier players as well. Lag is not fun. It's not. It's literally not. Like I'm literally saying this from the heart. Having lag in game is just not fun, because there's certain people that will take that to their advantage and then they'll win. Because lag can really throw someone off in terms of skill level. Like you know, like it really can just ruin it all. Because, like, for example, there's been loads of moments where I, you know, unpurposely drop combo. So for example, say if I wanted to switch into someone and then like do a blue card straight away, like with the lag, it's so hard to see if it's a drop combo or not. And then, like, say if you miss the blue card and like the opponent lands like an attack on you, then it's probably over, depending on what unit they have. So that's just one example. There's so many other ways that lag can really screw someone off. So they need to fix it, man. Honestly, it's such a disgrace, and they need to do something about it if people want to still continue playing the game. So yeah, that's my opinion on PvP. Next up, we have co-op. Now, co-op, I swear, honestly, this is the worst game mode in the whole game. I absolutely despise this game mode because of how disgusting it is. Seriously, like I'm not talking about like the way you play co-op. I'm talking about the lag in co-op and like the absolute dickheads that keep DCing from you if you don't have like a boost unit or anything like that. It's such a disgrace. So my suggestion for this is that they add a reporting system and also a banning system or like a timeout system. I think first they need to add a report button in co-op so that if someone DCs on purpose, then they report that player. So that's the first step. We need to add a report button in co-op so that these DCers, these intentional DCers or people that just want to ruin your game are reported. But after that, there should be like a little timeout system. So if someone purposely DCs, then they can't play co-op for like a certain amount of time. Similar to PvP, that so like this system isn't PvP in fact, because if you like purposely DC by disconnecting your Wi-Fi or something like that, then you won't be able to play for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes I think, and then like if you keep doing it, then like the time will be longer. So they should do that in co-op so that like the DCers won't be able to join, and then people will actually get matched up with like players that actually want to play co-op. If someone DCs intentionally, and if someone also gets caught DCing via the report system, then they should like be put on a timeout, so like 5 minutes for the first one, and then if they keep doing it, then they should make the time frame longer so that they can't play co-op. Because honestly, like people that DC, like their main intention is to troll. That's it. They need to just want to prevent people from playing co-op. This happens in raid boss as well. This system needs to be implemented in raid boss, because there's so many pricks that DC if you don't have the boost unit, or so many people were DCing because they didn't have an NF Gohan or a Bojack as a boost unit. It was during when Ultra Vegeta released, and then the raid boss was against Scouter Vegeta, and like the boost units were Gohan and Bojack. And so many people were DCing from like people that run Kaioken Goku because they don't have the Gohan or Bojack, even though Kaioken Goku is a boost unit. So it's really disrespectful and really annoying for like players that want to play co-op or raid boss, and people just keep DCing from them. It literally prevents people from getting rewards faster. So it needs to be a reporting system in co-op, and there also needs to be a timeout system so that people get caught, like can't play co-op for a set amount of time, and that reduces like the amounts of trollers, like the amounts of DCers that are in co-op. So that's what I want to see in co-op, hopefully, if the development team watch this video. Next up is the newly developed pity system. So like, I just want to give my opinion on this, because honestly, it's crap. Like, first of all, it's crap, honestly. We need 50 flipping coins to get a copy of the Legend Limited, and that's equivalent to about 40k crystals. So them trying to introduce this and like tell the free-to-play players that they can get a copy of the LF when they need to summon 40 times is literally a big middle finger to the free-to-play players' face. Literally, how dare they implement this system? Because seriously, it's not helping at all. Like, it is a step forward, sort of, because then we can get multi-Z power and stuff like that. But the main thing is that we get to get the NF, and that's what attracts players. But the fact that we need to summon so much, like not even like 10k, 40k crystals, that's ridiculous. So like, I hated this banner format in the first place anyway. I love the old step 7 system where we got 1 EOX or higher guaranteed, 1 2 times rate summons, and even 1 free summon. I loved that back in the day. The Ultra Instinct banner was the last ever banner to have that, and that's why, like, even like, to this day, those summons were my luckiest ever summons, of my time playing this game. It's just better. But like, like the fact that they did this is just, it's literally just a big middle finger to free-to-play players' face. But it is good that we can still get Legends tickets and also the Sparking Guaranteed tickets. But still, honestly, people are not going to do that because they would rather get the LF, like Z power or a copy of the new unit. And think about it, in 40k crystals, surely you'll be lucky enough to actually pull like 2 or 3 copies of the new unit anyway. So it just kind of renders this pointless. Like, what's the point of spending 50 medals on 1 copy of a new unit when you probably already got him in 40k crystals? So I guess it's just for an extra star, but still it renders it pointless. So I absolutely despise this pity system. Like, it is something at least. I mean, look, I'll take the Legends limited Z power, but they need to do two things in order to make the system better. Give us more medals during the summons, so maybe give us like 2 during the step 1 to 4, and then 3 during the step 5, or maybe 3 during this and then 4 during that. That way, we would accumulate medals faster in order to get the new unit. Or they need to make all of this cheaper. They need to make this cheaper. 50 medals to get a copy of the new unit is actually insane. No free-to-play player is ever going to achieve that, unless they actually end up saving 40k crystals, which I don't know. Like, you know, because like with these NFs, we don't know if they're going to be hype or not. So, you know, like, saving up for it is just going to be pointless, because like we don't know if the NF's going to be good. And like, say if the NF is good and then we end up summoning, and then the next NF is even better, then it's just a waste of crystals in the first place. So yeah, they should give out more medals during the summons, or just make this cheaper. I think that's my opinion on this pity system. But yeah, like, apart from that, it is literally a massive middle finger to the free-to-play players, and it's an absolute disgrace. So, and also we've got the last one I want to talk about. I want to talk about the exchange shop. So, and like, not just any old exchange shop. I'm literally being specific here. So, first exchange shop is the Sparking Medals one. They need to update this, man. Look at the amount of outdated units there are in this shop. There's the old yellow Gohan that no one uses apart from a hybrid Saiyan bench. There's the Ginyu. Like, who the hell uses Captain Ginyu? Seriously. The Red Vegeta. I mean, like, fam, this is just the first section, but like, when you scroll down, there's so many outdated units. So they need to update this with maybe like Legends All-Star units or something. Maybe we can get like more copies of Legends All-Star units for 7 medals. I think that would be good. But apart from that, like the recommended page, like, you know, like the Z Power, like that, that's all cool. But they need to change the Z Power section of the Sparking Medal shop. Next up, we have the Jewel Coin shop. They need to update this as well, because there's so many outdated stuff in here. Like this is just the first page, but when you scroll down, there's so many titles, and no one's going to buy titles, are they? So they need to put stuff like training items, maybe like Z Power, more Z Power, because right now, if you go to the recommended thing, there's only 500 Z Power that's only like acquirable. 500 split into 100 Z Powers, and then you can get I think 50 multi Z powers. Yeah, I think 5 times. So, like, in total, you can get 750 Z power from the Jewel Coin shop. But it takes time, so I feel like they need to add just a bit more. And then also they need to update the Platinum Coin shop, because I feel like they literally haven't touched this. Because I mean, like, slot removers, gold bell, silver bell, energy tank is useful, but the sparking guarantee tickets, I mean. Yeah, like they're kind of useless. No one really summons on Masters Pack like banners, like, unless you want copies of old Zenkais or stuff like that. But I feel like they could add, say if a new banner releases, and you know how we get free tickets from the adventure missions for that banner. So, for example, for this NF Gohan banner, we got a free sparking guarantee ticket for doing adventures. Maybe they could add those kind of tickets to like the Platinum Coin shop. So maybe 1 ticket is 1 platinum coin. That could be cool. Maybe they could make like a free summon banner where they could get 10 tickets by exchanging 1 platinum coin in the shop, and that banner could have, like, I don't know, Legends All-Star units or whatever, like, you know, that they could do something like that. But they just start adding new, you know, like new updated stuff into the Platinum Coin shop. So yeah, like those are my suggestions for improvements that they need to make in the whole game, in fact. So yeah, and that brings us on to the conclusion. So obviously, I just want to take my time to say this is just a mobile game. So this community treats this game like it's life or something. It's really not that deep. So like there's people like harassing the developers because like they chose to make someone broken or something like that. It's just a game. Like, people just want to enjoy playing it. Let's just not try to deep things by like just being all like toxic in the game and stuff like that. But overall, I mean, like, this is still a good game. Honestly, it's really fun to make content on, and just fun to just play it in general. Same thing with Dokkan as well. But with Legends, yeah, it's definitely going good. But hopefully, with these improvements I suggested, and like loads of other people videos like these as well. And it's really good because then it's a way for us to talk to the developers or get our message out to like the community. So yeah, that's literally all I wanted to say in terms of this. The third anniversary was definitely a successful event, definitely successful. So definitely can't wait to see what they do for Black Friday and New Year, or Christmas, in fact. Like, that's definitely going to be hype because that's pretty much when the next big events come out. Because think about last year, Ultra Instinct Goku came out for Black Friday, and then we had Gogeta Blue and Broly for Christmas. So who knows what will come out this year? So I definitely can't wait for that. So yeah, that's my video on the future of Dragon Ball Legends. I feel like I definitely needed to make this. So I do hope you enjoyed it. If you have any sort of feedback that you would say, then comment below. I would definitely like to hear it. I would definitely like to hear your feedback on this video as well. Do you agree with the suggestions I made? Do you agree with the fact that there was more, like content in the third anniversary stuff? Having debates is definitely not a bad thing, but as long as you're not being toxic about it, which is what this community loves to do, it's all okay. But yeah, I'd definitely love to hear your feedback on it. So yeah, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you lot in the next video. Peace out.